Welcome to the Manifesting Latina podcast, where you'll learn to unlock your incredible power of manifestation and connect deeply with yourself. I'm Dr. Norma Reyes, your guide and host, helping you manifest a life filled with purpose, abundance, and inner wisdom. Together, we'll dive into the art of manifestation, practical techniques, personal growth, and the magic of aligning with your deepest desires. No more feeling stuck or disconnected. It's time to awaken your inner manifester. Embrace your spirituality and create a life that truly resonates with your soul. Tune in each week to the Manifesting Latina podcast and begin to manifest your dream life. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Manifesting Latina with your host, Dr. Norma Reyes. So today I will be diving deep into creating more belief in yourself quickly, because that is one of the foundational pillars that you need to be able to manifest. I will also have my little co-host with me, Mr. Gage. So you might hear him in this episode or we might not. Just depends on how he's feeling. All right. So I really wanted to get into building belief because that is one of the 3 pillars that you need to manifest everything that you are wanting to bring into your life. So the 3 pillars, if you haven't heard that episode, it is about belief and desire equal your vibration. And when you are feeling high vibe, then you can be taking aligned action. Check out the show notes. That will link the episode where I dive into that. I will most likely be making another episode on it because it is so important. And sometimes you have to hear it a few times in a few different ways to really allow it to sink in. So manifestation starts from within and your belief in your abilities. It is the foundation, right, to create the life you desire. So let's explore how you can strengthen that belief and unlock that manifesting power that you have within you. So let's first talk about understanding the power of self-belief. You know, if I had to choose which one I could give you, whether it was self-belief, desire, or vibration, right? Aligned action, it would be belief because it is absolutely important to have belief in yourself. And that's why in the little model that I've created, it's a triangle where belief and desire are equal. But if there is one that was a little more, it would definitely be self-belief, because without belief, you can have all the desire and never achieve anything, never get any of your manifestations to manifest. So last week, or last episode, I should say, I talked about how you can be really good at manifesting when you first start to manifest because you've let go and you're not really focused on the outcome. So if you're super focused on the outcome, if you are really focused on how things are not working out for you, then that will, fizzle out the manifestations because it affects how your belief is managing that, right? If you begin to focus on the outcome and things aren't going great, it's going to pull up those beliefs. Our mind is so powerful that it will begin to give us what we are thinking about the most. So if you are thinking about all the ways things are not working out, then those beliefs that support that are going to begin to pop up in your mind and creep up in your mind and start to say, thoughts will just come into your mind that tell you, hey, you really can't do this. Or, who did you think you were to do this? Or you're so stupid, or you were an idiot to think you could manifest X, Y, Z. I think all these awful, terrible things that we say to ourselves. And I say I include myself in that because they'll just pop up. Take your negative self-thoughts and beliefs that pop up. One, they are not yours. They are just subconscious thoughts that are rooted in you. So just call them that. You can give them a name if you like. And know that those are just little flags. That means that your belief is beginning to waver, maybe that your desires beginning to waver, or that your alignment, your energy is no longer at the vibration that it needs to be to manifest with more ease and flow. And the thing is that we are always manifesting. It's just a matter of what we are manifesting. You know, what you are manifesting today is something that you've been manifesting for a while, and it is comfortable to continue to manifest the same way, even if it's not what you are wanting. Comfort can overcome desire. Remember that. So if you continue to manifest something that you're like, I really don't want this, ask yourself what kind of comfort it is for you to continue to manifest in the same way that you are. Now, back to understanding the power of self-belief. Self-belief is so crucial in the manifestation process. It is its core. Self-belief is the confidence in your ability to achieve your goals and create the life you desire. That's so simple, right? As we say it, we know that it is your inner knowing that you're capable and worthy of manifesting your dreams. And without it, it's just not possible for you to manifest. And when you believe in yourself, you align your energy with your desires, making it so much easier for the universe to support you. And know that the universe is always supporting you. The thing is that you are not always focused on what you want to manifest. Instead, your focus may be on everything that you don't want. And if you haven't heard it before, energy goes where focus goes. So if you are stuck on a loop and repeat on all the things that are not working out for you, that are not manifesting in the way that you want, that is what you are bringing in. And even though those things may not be exactly what you are wanting to manifest, they are working for you. They are working to redirect your attention to get back to where you want to be, to get back to that path. They cannot move you over. They cannot push you in the direction that you want to be in until you start to decide that you want to. It can be very difficult to do that, but it is totally possible, and it takes work. All of these principles are simple, but they take work. They are work. They are not easy. There's a difference between simple and easy. And even when people think about babies, like babies have it easy. Babies don't have it easy. You know, they'd have to depend on everyone else. They cannot communicate. They are learning a lot. Their brains are expanding. So much is going on. So now back to understanding the power of belief. So it's so important. Now, let's talk about limiting beliefs. These are subconscious thoughts and patterns that tell you why you cannot achieve something. They might sound like, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this, or it's too difficult, right? Or, you know, like I said earlier, a bunch of mean, horrible things, because these are like soft limiting beliefs. And then there's like the harsher ones that you tell yourself that are just so ugly, things you wouldn't even tell someone you don't like. So these limiting beliefs can sabotage your manifesting efforts if left unchecked. And what's happening is that you begin to argue with yourself when these beliefs come up logically. And you might tell yourself, like, no, I can actually do this. The thing is that you cannot argue with your subconscious. Your logical mind cannot override your subconscious, because these limiting beliefs that are popping into your mind are deeply rooted in your mind. That's why they pop up out of nowhere. It could be when you are tired. It could be even when you're enjoying yourself, that they'll just pop up. You might be having a great day, and all of a sudden you get the thought of like, oh, this is only temporary. Don't get your hopes up too high. Who do you think you are? You think you're better than everyone else. Because these are deeply rooted in your subconscious. And so the first step is recognizing that you have those beliefs inside of you. Acknowledge them. acknowledge them. Don't just try to minimize it by saying like, oh, whatever, try to argue with your mind. You're not going to win against your subconscious mind. That's why these thoughts keep popping up because you haven't actually addressed them when you try to logically argue with them. So start to acknowledge them. Take a moment to reflect on the negative self-talk that is coming up for you. Write them down and then sit with the feelings that come up and write those down. Write down your feelings. Ask yourself, where are these feelings come from? Where is this limiting belief coming from? What does it mean to you? What does it mean about you? And what keeps them rooted in your subconscious? Is it fear, comfort, guilt? The more you sit with the feelings, the more that you can actually uproot them and get to the next step effectively, which is reprogramming your mind. So it's not just writing them down, remember, because logic is not going to uproot these subconscious beliefs. Because if it was logic, you wouldn't even need this. You could just tell yourself, I can do this and then do it. But it's not that easy. You actually have to think about, where did this belief come from and how is it making you feel? And how is it helping you? How is it helping you? What does it keep you from doing? And not necessarily doing like to achieve your goals, but what is it doing for you in regards to like protection? Like is believing that it's too difficult butter, because then you don't have to exert effort, or perhaps it thinks if it's too difficult, then it's going to take time away from family, or it's going to take time away from leisure. And that's just a belief, right? It's just a belief that has been placed in your mind either by observing others and what they do, or by family or friends, things that just came up. We are often told that we have to work hard in order to make money. And maybe perhaps you're like, I really don't want to work hard. I just want money to come to me easily. And you can simply write that down, right? Like, I don't want to work hard. That's why I don't want to do it. And just sit with that. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting to work hard. I'm not telling you have to work hard to make money. What I'm saying is that you have to uproot that belief that tells you you have to do that, so that you can start to just get money in easily and make it effortlessly with more ease and flow. But the more that you resist your limiting thoughts, the more that you're actually going to slow yourself down from having what you want. So the next step is reprogramming your mind with positive affirmations. Remember, before that you can begin this step, it is so important that you really dig deep into those limiting beliefs, because positive affirmations, without the deep rooted work that it takes to really dig out those subconscious beliefs, is really like putting a band-aid on a big gushing wound, right? It's just not going to work. And maybe it'll feel nice to say positive things to yourself temporarily, but it is not going to get to your subconscious. I will say one way to get to your subconscious, if you're having difficulty in really sitting with your feelings, is to start doing some hypnosis. And you can find them on YouTube, on Spotify, wherever you listen, you feel comfortable. Make sure it's from a reputable source with good reviews. You can do some self-hypnosis. And another way is subliminals. I do have a couple of subliminals, which I probably need to make some more, but I do have some on the podcast and I'll link them in the show notes. I don't have any hypnosis, but I keep telling myself that I will do this, but I need to create the scripts first and then I can start recording them. The difference between a hypnosis and a meditation, in case you're like, well, what's the difference, or why would I want to do a hypnosis, is that a meditation is usually just going to take you through more of like a visualization or get you into a relaxed state, but not necessarily work on reprogramming your mind or creating new beliefs into your subconscious, where a hypnosis is actually going to get you in a very relaxed, very meditative state where then you can start to reprogramming your mind. And then statements will be given to you to be able to create those new beliefs subconsciously. So that's what a hypnosis is. It gets you into a very, very relaxed state, which makes you more amenable, more willing, right? More in an open state of mind to be able to plant new beliefs. So those are two ways if you're struggling to be able to even get to the point where you can work on your limiting beliefs, but it's still going to be so important for you to work on them, to work on those limiting beliefs. Okay, so once you've worked on your limiting beliefs, it's time to replace them with more empowering ones. It's super important that you do that part because it's like clearing out a flower bed, taking out all the weeds, and then not planting anything. Over time, if you're not tending to it, it's just going to overgrow, which I actually have some flower beds like that are a complete mess. Then that's when you begin to planting new seeds, which would be new affirmations for yourself, new beliefs. And the way that you can do this is through repeated affirmations, positive, present tense, or even past tense, if you like. It's super important that they are either present tense or past tense and not future tense. Future tense puts it out there in the future and not now. So it's important that they are at least present tense, if not past tense. Like you can say, like, I'm a millionaire. And as you begin to say these affirmations, then you can begin to shift your mindset and shift those things that are within yourself. Some other examples are I am worthy of all the good things that come into my life. I am worthy of all the good things that come to my life. I am capable of achieving my dreams. I believe in myself and my abilities. Anything that you want to say to yourself in a way that's affirming, right? That's why it's called an affirmation, is something that you can begin saying to yourself. It's so important that you do this repetitively. This could be a few times a day. This could be in the morning every day, in the evening, whatever works for you. What's important is that you just do it and then begin to build that habit. So consistency is key in order for you to change your internal dialogue. Also know that even if you do these affirmations, even if you do this work, new subconscious beliefs are going to pop up, especially when you are creating something new for yourself because it's new and you'll default back to maybe some old ways of thinking or maybe some old ways of thinking that you didn't even know existed until you started to create a new exciting thing into your life, right? And challenges will arise. And this is just because that's how it is. You want something big in you, you want to level up. Think of it about like a video game. You got to fight the new boss, the new limiting belief that is creeping up on you, that is just trying to get your attention and keep you safe. Remember, these limiting beliefs worked for you at some point. And one that keeps popping into my mind right now, and maybe not necessarily one that keeps popping into my mind right now, but an idea of why certain beliefs come up is that they are working to protect me. They are working to keep me from feeling disappointment. There was just a lot of disappointment that would happen in my life as a kid, and it wasn't anything like grand, like any grand disappointments. Everything's like maybe my dad was supposed to take us somewhere, and my mom would get us all dressed up, and then he would I don't know. I really don't know what he was doing. And my dad was an alcoholic for a good majority of my childhood. And so I can't really say if it was work, if it was him, gallivanting out, being with people, other people other than us. I can only go based on what my mom believed, but not necessarily what the truth was. And all of that doesn't even matter. What matters is that I know that one of the things when limiting beliefs pop up, it is because they're trying to protect me from that feeling of disappointment when we didn't get to do that thing. So limiting beliefs are here trying to protect me and remind me like to stay small because it's better to play small than to be disappointed. When in reality, is it really better to play small? No. And oftentimes when you're playing or you're pretending to play big, you're really actually playing small. And that's why you continue to be disappointed instead of taking big, giant leaps. So, reprogramming your mind, putting positive affirmations. Another way to do this is through visualization and emotional connection. So, this is an effective technique to start building self belief because it involves creating a vivid mental image of yourself achieving your goals. So, find a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine your dreams coming true. And I mean, truly imagine it. Picture the details. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? And even smell, if that works for you. Engage all of your senses, right? What would it not just feel emotionally, but how would it feel? Like the tangible, I'm like rubbing my fingers like you can see me, but like what would it feel like against your skin? Would your skin get goosebumps, excitement, your voice? What would your voice sound like when you're sharing this with others? So make sure to engage all of your senses. The more detailed and emotional your visualization is, the more powerful it becomes. So feel the joy, the pride, the excitement as if your dreams have already manifested. This emotional connection will reinforce your belief. Because remember, I said your logical brain cannot uproot your subconscious beliefs. So you need emotion to be able to create new beliefs in your subconscious. Prior to maybe mid teens or something, when our logical brain starts to pop in, prior to that, all our life was very emotional. Even if you yourself don't consider yourself an emotional person, I myself do not consider myself an emotional person. But prior to like 10, 12, the logical brain was not working the way it works for you right now. And if you are in your early 20s, your logical brain, your frontal cortex is not completely fully developed. So you are recording memories from, well, everyone records memories from an emotional state. I wish that's where I was getting with that. But your frontal cortex is not fully developed until the age of 25. And just because something is fully developed doesn't mean that then you have arrived. There's no such thing. So if you are in your late 20s, early 30s, or in your 40s, 50s, however old you are, know that you still have to work to develop your skills. So if you're like, man, I can't do this. Well, you can. No one has ever taught you any of this. And your memories, your beliefs, your thoughts all have an emotion attached to them. That's how we create memories. Otherwise, there is no attachment. There's so many things that we don't remember in our day-to-day lives because there's no emotional attachment, whether it's positive or negative. So that's why visualizing with the emotions that you want to bring into your life is so important. So this is something, the visualization, this is something that I have began to practice. And first, I will write down my limiting beliefs, thoughts, feelings, then work to focus on what I do want. Because it's so easy to start dwelling on everything that is not working for you, on everyone else that is bothering you, on things that you wish you could change or control. So it takes a concerted effort to actually focus and daydream and visualize. So your subconscious mind takes cues from what you think, what you feel, and what you visualize because it takes everything in as the present moment. And this is why it's super important to think of things as present tense because when you are a kid, you actually have no time reference. And this is when your mind is super open to beliefs, thoughts, and maybe something happened to you to create some of these beliefs that was really not that significant. But because there is such an emotional attachment to it, that's why your mind records these. Now, this is a little bit of a tangent, but if you are Scorpio or you have Scorpio in your moon, maybe you're rising, and this is for those that know their natal chart. If you don't stress out. But you experience, this is, I'm speaking to the Scorpios, you experience emotions so deeply, and you might have so many deep rooted limiting beliefs that are really keeping you from moving forward. And you're not going to be able to move forward until you address them and address them with your emotional brain, not just your logical brain. Your logical brain cannot do it. Your logical brain is not for that. Your logical brain is for creating goals. Your logical brain is for creating a plan and working diligently to reach those goals, like physically taking action. But it is going to be your emotional brain, your emotional mind to actually start working on those limiting beliefs that are in your subconscious, and until you're willing to uncover them and work through that pain, can you begin to actually uproot them. And if you are having difficulties and it's really bringing you to where, like, I can't do this, like, not at all, find yourself a therapist and tell them that's what you want to work on. Like, you want to work on your subconscious limiting beliefs and explain what feelings are coming up for you. So definitely seek out therapy if that is something that you are needing. And yeah, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to leave it there for you all. So belief plus desire creates your vibration. Once you begin to feel higher vibration from building your beliefs, then you can begin to take inspired action. Vibration is not inspired action. It is the combination of everything. Being in alignment is the combination of belief, desire, and vibration. Think about the last time that you're feeling great, you truly believed in yourself. There's no one that could tell you that whatever you were wanting wasn't going to happen. And your desire was like, I absolutely want this. And nobody was going to dissuade you from it. So that creates a vibration of very high vibration of being in flow, and then you can begin to take inspired action. So belief alone isn't enough. You must pair it with action. Taking inspired action means moving towards your goals with intention and purpose, and this is where the logical brain comes in. Begin to break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps and take daily action. Each step that you take is going to build confidence and reinforce your belief in yourself. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is still progress. So it's so important that you begin to celebrate your achievements along the way and acknowledge your growth. All right, so as we wrap up this episode, let's talk about integrating your beliefs, your belief in yourself into your daily life. So surround yourself with positive affirmations, inspiring books, listening to motivational podcasts, engage with supportive communities. This isn't anything superficial. This isn't about like, yeah, you can do this. This is about getting true support for yourself through books, through podcasts, through community. And if you can do all of those and more, please do so, because this will keep you going. Practice daily gratitude that focuses on what's going well in your life, and be kind to yourself. Building self-belief is an ongoing journey. It's okay to have moments of doubt. They're going to pop up. I still have self-doubt. I just don't have the same type of self-doubt that I had a year ago, or, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago. So the more you work on this, the more that you can level up in your life, the more that you can manifest with more ease and flow. Be consistent, choose to believe in your potential, and keep moving forward. Thank you for joining me in this empowering self-belief episode. Remember, building self-belief is so key to unlocking your power to manifest everything you desire. Stay committed and watch your dreams unfold. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, leave a review, let us know your thoughts. Join us next time for more insights and inspiration on your manifesting journey. Until then, keep believing in yourself and manifesting your dreams. And if you are ready and excited to join me for one-to-one coaching, click on the link to apply. I cannot wait to work with you and manifest everything that you desire. Thank you for listening to the Manifesting Latina podcast. Did you love today's episode? Please help us grow by leaving a review, sharing with a friend, or on your social media. Let's spread the abundance and fun of manifesting.